People today, they could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend like AARP. So your health lives longer,
This is just slow-mo karate?
Just slow-mo karate.
your money lives longer,
I just bought that.
I just sold that.
and your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Hello, my name is Jeff Scott, an Associate State Director for AARP Illinois. AARP is a nonprofit, nonpartisan member organization and has been working to promote the health and well-being of older Americans for more than 60 years. AARP is proud to represent all those who are 50 plus in Illinois and our 1.7 million members. And we thank you for the opportunity to be your wise friend and fierce defender. Our mission is to enhance the quality of life as we age, leading positive social change and delivering value to members through advocacy, service, and information. At AARP, we know that staying fit is one of the pillars of healthy living, and we want to help you guide your fitness journey. Physical activity can boost memory, improve thinking, even lower dementia risks. And it's not too late to start. Have a wonderful class and enjoy, and thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Connor, personal trainer here at Surf Plus Wellness Center. Welcome back to another recorded session. Today we're going to be doing some balance and flexibility. For this class, you'll be needing a pair of dumbbells, preferably of the same size, and then a resistance band of any resistance. When it comes to balance, we not only need actual balance with our feet and hips, but we also need the strength to be able to hold ourselves up. So today is going to be ran as a strengthening program and also working on some more standing balancing exercises. A lot of this class will also be sitting. That way we can get our strengthening in without being too fatigued from all the standing. So go ahead, get seated in your chair. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead. We'll start up today by giving a slight warm up, marching at the feet. We want to get the heart rate pumping before we do anything else. Get everything nice and loosened up. Just marching. Make sure you're keeping your elbows at about a 90-degree bend. Bringing the hands up to about ear height. Opposite leg, opposite arm march. And next up, let's bring our legs side to side. Let's move the hands with the legs. Our upper arms are a huge important part when it comes to cardiovascular health, as we have veins and arteries going all throughout our arms. So those need to be moving in order for those blood vessels to get worked out as well and keep them nice and strong. If you can, try to turn your head with the foot and hands to get that nice and mobile. Now go ahead and bring the hands up to about chest height, working out those shoulders just a little bit more. And now let's go opposite arm, opposite leg out to the sides, working in coordination, which is obviously super important for balance. If we're not coordinated, then we'll not be able to activate all of the muscles that we need to in order to stand up straight when balancing. Let's relax those arms, keep the legs moving. We're going to kick our legs straight out in front of us, getting the thighs warmed up. Just kicking, going at your own pace. You don't have to go at mine. I move just a little bit quicker than most. And now go ahead, scoot to the edge of your chair, bring the heels up to your butt, strengthening and working out the back side of those thighs, called your hamstrings. Hamstrings are super important for balance, not only because they keep the knee nice and stable, but also because that while we're walking, our heel has to be pulled up to our butt in order to clear the ground. So without nice, strong hamstrings, then we won't be able to pull the foot up off the ground. You can go ahead and get the arms moving again to get a little bit more activity. And now let's work on those obliques, get those nice and warmed up. Reaching down to one side, touching the heel, and touching the other. This bending over will help us strengthen all of the muscles along that spine, which will help keep us upright whenever we are balancing. So make sure you sit up all the way tall, then all the way back to the other heel. And now bring your hands down to your sides, reaching over, tapping the heel, and then back to the other side. Again, just getting the muscles around the torso, surrounding the spine nice and warmed up. Without the core control needed for balancing exercises, we would lose all control of the hips and of the upper body. We'd be swinging side to side. That's a little hard to do if we're trying to stay upright. Five, four, three, two, one. Last few movements here. Bring the heel up to the knee, working on external rotation at the hips. Again, balance is required. Stability is required for balance. And in order to have a stable joint, we need to have all muscles strengthened up to keep us stabilized, keep us still. And last one, let's bring our heel out to the side, trying to tap it, keeping the torso upright, but moving the feet side to side. This is called internal rotation at the hips. And again, just like I said earlier, we need to keep every muscle strong in order to keep us nice and stable. All right, go ahead and relax. At this time, please get a drink or a breather if you need it. And then we'll be moving on to some strengthening exercises in sitting for those leg muscles. All right, go ahead. Grab a few dumbbells. Grab your pair of dumbbells. Now again, we're going to be working on the lower body and the core for these. These can all be done in sitting, which I'll be doing here. They can also, most of them can be done in standing. And we will be doing a few exercises while standing to help promote more balance. But for now, just to reduce the amount of stress placed on us and to help keep us more active, we're going to be sitting down for a lot of these. So let's go ahead and put the dumbbells on the knees. And just like we did earlier, bring one knee up towards the sky. And then the other, working out those hip flexors, supporting our pelvis, keeping our hips and our spine strong. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. I forgot to mention, please scoot to the edge of the chair if you can. This is going to allow us to work more on that core, helping out with stabilization of the spine. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and kick one leg out straight, holding the dumbbell not at the knee, but right above it. Now when you have that in place, point your toe up towards the sky and raise that leg up off the ground. Go as high as you can, then back down. We'll call that 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. You notice that you have a little bit of a pull in that low back with this one. You can lean back, which will decrease the amount of pull on that. Or you can just do the marching again. That works just fine. Go ahead and kick the other leg out straight. And let's bring the leg up towards the sky and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. All right, go ahead. Let's bring the dumbbells up to the chest, right at the collarbone. We'll be working on those obliques again. So holding them up, you're going to bend down to one side, and then going over to the other side. And then back up, going back and forth just like so. That's 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and that's 10 there. We're not going to be doing too many more of those dumbbells, but for now, still keep them at above chest height, right below that chin if you can. Spread the knees apart, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to dip forward, and then back up, using that low back to get you back up. That's 2. At the bottom here, you may feel a little bit of a stretch in those hips and thighs, and that's totally okay. That's what we're looking for with this one. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. You can go ahead, relax those dumbbells. Now, another part of balance is posture. So we can also work that upper body to help out with our balance in more of an indirect way. So sit up nice and tall, dumbbells down by the sides. We're going to be working on pulling those dumbbells up into a Y and pinching the shoulder blades back together as you come up. And then back down. Bring the hands up, pinching the shoulder blades together, and back down. Up, that's 3. Up, 4. Up, 5. Up, 6. Up, 7. Up, 8. Up, 9. And up, 10. Alright, that's about all we got for dumbbells now. We may move into them just a little bit later, so go ahead, put them down to the side for now. Get another drink if you need it. And let's go ahead and grab that resistance band, working on the thighs. Alright, first movement. You're going to take the band, put it underneath your shoe, cross it over in front of your shin, and then bring it out to the hip. So holding that band up at the hip. Now what you're going to do from here, pick that knee up, and then press that foot into the band, extending the knee all the way through, like you're pressing in the gas pedal to the metal. Working on those thighs and hips. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Now go ahead, let's switch to feet. Bring the band again back up to about the chest. Pick the knee up, and then kick the band down all the way to the ground, extending the knee all the way, and then back up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Go ahead, keep that band wrapped around that leg, or excuse me, around the foot. Sit back in that chair. Pull the band handles over to your left, or excuse me, pull it over to the hip of the leg that the band is attached to. So the band is on my left foot, band handles are on my left side. Let's bring the leg out to the side, and then pulling it back across to the other leg, working on our adductors. That was 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, switching sides. Again, over the foot, up to the hip, and then pull the foot across. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Alrighty. Go ahead, put that band down to the side for now. Again, get another drink if you need it. Alright. Next portion of the class, we'll be getting into a little bit of sitting balance that you can do, and then we'll be doing some standing balance, then some stretching. We'll be good for the day. So working on our sitting balance. So you may say, well, you don't really need balance to sit. That is not true whatsoever. Again, just like I was saying earlier, if we did not have a strong core, what would we be doing? We'd be falling over which again is what we do when we stand up. So strong core allows us for stabilization through our upper body, which allows us to stay upright without falling over. So we're going to work on our balance again in sitting, work on our torso control. So the first one I'd like you to do, bring those feet in, toes underneath the knees. You're having your feet there for support, but not to help out mostly. Cross one hand over another. And you're going to lean forward as far as you can. And then just when you feel like you're about to fall, come back up sitting tall, just like that. Working on our balance just with core control. Come back up, that's 2. Reaching forward as far as you can. Back up, that's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that's 10. Throughout this video, we're going to be switching our foot positions. So right now, I have mine fairly wide out, but the closer I bring my feet in, the less balance support that I have. Anytime that our feet are in line, less basic support, which doesn't allow us for much stability. So, wider your feet are, the more support you have. The closer your feet are, less support you have. Same thing with one foot. If I only have one foot on the ground, less support than 2. Next up, let's get those feet nice and close together. Do not bring the feet apart. Keep them together this entire time. You're going to, again, lean down to one side as far as you can without falling over, and then back up. Leaning over down to one side. Try to touch the ground, come back up. Again, keep the feet together this entire time. Keep them on the ground. Even then, I almost fell out of my chair. It's still difficult, even for those who have pretty good balance. I believe that's 4. As far as you can without falling over. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, last one. And that's 10. All right, this next one's gonna be a little advanced, working on extreme core control and strength. If you can, try to scoot to the edge of the chair, picking the feet up, and just maintaining that balance there. If you can't do so, then just having your upper back against the back of the chair will help out with that. Keeping with core control, then relax. Give it a few seconds, then we'll go again. 3, 2, 1. Pick those feet up. Working on the balance. And back down. Working on that one last time. Begin. Bring those feet up. Hold it. And back down. Good job. All right. Again, get those feet together. You can even bring them in line, which even then gives you less support, because now, rather than having 2 spaces, having a wide base, we're now more, I can't get these fingers right, we're now more narrowed out. So, feet in line with another. You're going to reach down to the side, try and tap the back heel with your right hand. Taking the left hand, reaching down, trying to tap the back heel with the left hand, coming back up. Right hand to the right heel, and left hand to the left heel. Alternating this back and forth. Cool thing about this is not only is it working on our balance and strength, but it's also working on our flexibility of our spine, our hips. So lots of good stuff in here. Last time each side. And now let's bring our one foot in front of the other. So I'm sure you just had that. So now you're going to switch the feet. So now the other one will be forward while the other one will be back. Let's take your left hand. Let's reach to the left tippy toes, reaching all the way out of that chair. And then right hand to the tippy toes. Left hand to the toes. Right hand to the toes. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Last time, both sides, left and right. Good job. All right, yet again, please grab that drink if you do need it. If not, then go ahead, stand up either behind or beside your chair, depending on how much balance support that you need. I will be beside my chair for most of this video because I don't need as much support than others. So, again, stand on up and be beside your chair wherever you need to be. All right. Now that you're standing, you have your chair in front of you or beside you to hold on for extra balance support. So, go ahead, bring those feet nice and close together, and then just put your hands in front of your thighs. You may notice that you may sway back and forth, and that is totally fine. That's what we're here to do. If you start to notice you kind of start to tip and then take a step, that's fine. Again, just do what you can. Use that chair if you need. Go ahead, we'll hold this position. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax out of it. Step your feet around. Now, if you felt like that was easy, don't worry. Don't make it that easy. If you had difficulty with that, go ahead and do that one again. If that was easy for you, close your eyes. We'll hold that. You may notice a little bit more swaying than what you did before. With all of our balancing exercises, try to plant your big toe and pinky toe and heel into the ground, as that creates a tripod foot, which helps us stay more stable. Big toe, pinky toe, and heel into the ground. And then go ahead and open your eyes. Again, step the feet out a little bit. Go back into that foot position one more time. Now, if both of those are easy, glad you're here. We're going to make it this last one as difficult as we can. I would like you to close your eyes and then look left and right, going back and forth. This makes it the most challenging as we use three main systems for balance. Our vestibular system, our vision, and our proprioception. So vestibular system is the inner ear canal, which helps us with our position sense within space. Our eyes allows us to see movement. And then our proprioception is being able to feel where we're at in space with our hips, knees, ankles, spine, there on our support. So with our ears being closed and our head being turned side to side, we lose two ways to help us stay stable. So now we're just using our proprioception. Go ahead, open the eyes, relax for a second. Hopefully by the time that you're done watching all of my videos, you'll be graduating with a master's in exercise and physiology. If you don't, that's okay. All right, going on to the next balancing exercise. So we have our feet together here, side to side. That's a pretty wide base. Let's narrow it down a little bit. You're gonna go heel to toe, not all the way, but have your left heel next to your right big toe. Again, not exactly in line, but kind of off center, still narrowing our base of support. Now again, if you find this difficult here, then just stay right here. We'll hold this for a few seconds. All right, if you haven't fallen over, we're gonna make this a little bit more challenging. Let's go ahead. I want you to lean forward as far as you can over that front foot, and then lean back as far as you can. Now, my lean is gonna be pretty far forward, pretty far back. If you can only go very minimally front to back, that's totally okay. Forward, lean back, forward, back, last time, forward, and back. All right, we're gonna go side to side. So reach your hand over to the left side as far as you can without falling, and then bring your right hand out to the side as far as you can without falling. To the left, to the right, left, right, left, right, last time left, and right. Now go ahead, again, wiggle the feet out a little bit, let them relax. We're gonna put our other foot forward, other foot back, big toe to the side of the heel. We're having same position, just different feet. Go ahead and hold this position for me. And again, if this is what you have challenges with, please just maintain this position alongside your chair. But if you need something a little bit more difficult, follow along. All right. What I'd like you to do is you're going to lean back. Take your right hand, reach up above the head, and then come back down. And then you're going to take your left hand, try to reach down as far as you can to the front foot, and then come back up. Let's take the left hand over the head, reach as far back as you can without falling over, and then take the right hand, bring it down to the front foot. So working on reaching up. And, ooh, almost lost that one. And now reaching back down without losing that balance. Oop, left hand up, reaching as far back. Right hand down. Right hand up. And left hand down. All right, go ahead and step out of that one. Last balancing exercise before we get into any kind of flexibility work, we're going to stand on one leg, which is the hardest way to balance, at least that I'm aware of. I guess standing on or being on one hand would also be the hardest, but for now we'll just be on our feet. So go ahead, put your right foot down on the ground, left foot up in the air. You can keep that leg straight, just hold it out in front of you ever so slightly. Or if it's just barely off the ground, that's okay too. Now, if you can't get your foot up off the ground all the way, that also works. You can put your big toe on the ground itself and then put most of your body weight on the right leg. It's a great way to do it. There's lots of ways that you can work on these kinds of exercises with just a little bit of modification. Again, right foot on the ground, left tippy toes down if you need support. You also have that chair too. Don't forget to utilize that chair. Hold it for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's go ahead. Let's go into that left foot. Pick the right foot up off the ground. As you may notice, I'm already swinging around a little bit more. Keep that left foot on the ground. Right foot up in the sky. Again, this is when strong hips, strong feet, strong legs come into play. If your hip is too weak, what's going to happen? Your hip's going to come out to the side and then you're going to tip forward. But if you have a nice strong hip, you're able to stay more upright with the pelvis, which then allows for more bodily control. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. I know I just said a second ago that that was the last one, but I did lie to you. Not always the most honest. Let's go ahead. We'll put our feet back together again. This last one is just going to be working on some leaning. Again, have your chair ready. You're going to lean forward. I'm going to be at the side, that way you guys can see it a little better. So I'm going to put my feet together, lean forward as far as I can, pressing down through the big toes to get me back up. Working on strengthening our feet and our ankle control to help support us when we're standing upright. This one I like to call Michael Jackson. Make sure your butt's not jutting back out whenever you go to lean. Keep the hips forward. Pressing down through the toes to get you back up. Yeah, I lost that one. Good thing I had the chair. Let's get 3 more. 1, 2, last one. And that's 3. All right. You can go ahead, return to your chair. We'll sit down, relax the feet and legs. Right. Let's go ahead. Let's relax ourselves a little bit. Help us put in a better mood for some flexibility. What I'd like you to think of is a nice box in the sky. Not in the sky, but in your peripheral vision. Think about holding that breath in one corner of the square, letting the breath go in the other, taking that breath in, holding it again, falling down. So it's going to look more like this. So take a deep breath in, hold that for 4 seconds, let it go for 4 seconds, hold that for 4, and then breathe back in for another 4 seconds. Hold for 4, release for 4, hold for 4, breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4, and then last time, breathe in. And let go. All right. Now that we're all nice and relaxed, let's go ahead, let's bring our feet out in front of us. Sitting at the edge of your chair, toes up toward the sky. Let's slide those hands down those thighs. We'll hold that for 10 seconds. Feeling a good medium stretch in the backside of those thighs. 3, 2, 1, back up. And back down just a little bit further. 3, 2, 1, back up. And then back down again just a little bit further. 3, 2, 1, back up. And relax there. Go ahead and get your elbows on the inner parts of those thighs. Press the knees apart with those elbows. Feeling the stretch of the inner groin. Hold that position there. Three, 2, 1. Now reach all the way down to the ground if you can. Stretching out the low back and hips. Three, 2, 1. Come back up. Let's go ahead. We're going to kick one leg out again. So this is still going to be in our low back and our hamstring, but we're going to focus more on the calf. So point the toes back to your face, and then lean down as far as you can, trying to touch the toes. And you should feel that behind the knee, maybe in the backside of that shin. Hold that position. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Relax the foot. And back down. Pull the toes back towards the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. And then last time, back down to the toes. Pull the toes back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch legs. Reach down to the toes. Pull them back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back up. Reach down to the tippy toes again. Pull them back to you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. And reach down for them one last time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Let's go ahead. Let's bring that left leg on top of our right thigh, going into a modified pigeon pose. And then now you're going to take your right shoulder and bring it down to the left knee, working on stretching out our obliques, our low back muscles, and our hips all at once. If you can't get it down to the knee, that's totally fine. Just do the best you can. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Stretching the legs. Let's bring that left shoulder down to the right knee. Begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And lastly, let's stretch out that neck and the chest. Let's go ahead, spread the hands apart as far as you can. Palms facing away from you. Spread the fingers apart. Keep the mouth closed and look up to the sky. Look down to the ground. Look to the left. Look down at the left armpit. Look up to the left. Down to the right. And up to the right. And go ahead and relax. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for yet another recording class. This was Balance and Flexibility. I will see you all next time.